Good afternoon, everyone. Today, me and my group are going to be presenting my year Project 3. The members of this group are Blunick Dorcelis, Ray Jarius, Torey Chavez, Weyler Herrera, and me, Janet Cueto. We have selected Urban Paradise Guild for this project. Now, before we get into more depth and details about this project, we are going to go ahead and give you guys an introduction of what is Urban Paradise Guild. Urban Paradise Guild is a non-profit organization that was founded and is directed by Sam Van Leer. He has been always passionate about the environment, and today that is the main purpose of this agency that he has founded. They're located in South Florida, currently located in the heart of Miami. Now, what they do is to help recreate native habitats, promote sustainable models for healthy living, and urban gardening in clean areas. They promote agriculture and just to make the earth a better living place for all of us. The purpose of this presentation is to go over a few details. We're going to start with the main issues that was stated by the agency, proposed solution by us, social media and promotion strategies in order for them to gain a bigger audience, COVID-19 safety measurements, which are very helpful during these times of the pandemic, and last but not least, mission statement and the conclusions of what are the most important details that we're going to be talking about here on this presentation. Without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to Ray Jarius, who's going to be talking about the main issues stated by the agency and the proposed solutions. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Cueto. As she said, I'll be going over the organization's main problem and solutions that we can help with those such problems. Specifically, I'm going to be going over two problems: the lack of volunteers for the organization and the lack of engagement within their social media accounts. So ever since the coronavirus outbreak broke in March, month after month, the organization has been trying really hard to attract more and more volunteers. But as more and more people are becoming more apprehensive and skeptical of the coronavirus being, letting them be infected and sick, less and less people are willing to come to the face-to-face work that they have to do in the organization. And also for the interaction in their social media accounts. As per an interview with Ms. Cueto, a lot of people have been not interacting in social media because the organization hasn't been really utilizing their resources effectively within their pages such as Instagram and Twitter. So going over to the solutions, we thought about posting recruitment messages on social media, spreading the word through local media, getting through as most people as we can, local and online, so that we can get word around for our organization. Also create posters and flyers so that more and more people in high traffic areas such as Publix and supermarkets be more aware of our organization. And even through websites like volunteermatch.org, look for really specific people that are actually willing to volunteer. And in dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic, we can introduce remote volunteer opportunities so people wouldn't have to be scared of the coronavirus. So I'm done with this portion of the presentation. I'll be handing off to Mr. Chavez for him to delve into more of the social media side of our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Marisaga. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Torey Chavez, and today I'll be going over social media and social media strategies. One of the key things about having a social media business page is to post as often as possible. You want to show your customers and everyone else around you that you're as active as possible and have a presence. When you have a social media business account, you'll be able to access a bunch of key features that can benefit the company. People will be able to share your business, like your business, or even comment on your business on any issues they may arise or have a problem with. When having this option of people commenting on your business, they'll be able to post reviews and you'll be able to respond back as often as possible. One of the greatest benefits of having a social media business page is that you have access to the social media advertisement tools. Using these advertisement tools, you can bring in a lot of customers, and also you can post any volunteer opportunities or work opportunities you may have to bring in more employees for the company. Last but not least, using the advertisement tool that the social media business page has to offer is that you can use a referral program. People can navigate to your page and refer your page to other people that may be interested in the page. They have the option to even post any videos or pictures to your page, and you can post the videos and pictures to your page. Referring the social media page to other people, they will see that the social media page has an address and has contact information so they can reach out to the page. Thank you guys, and this is my info that I have on the social media page and social media strategies. And now I'll be transferring over to Mr. Herrera.
Thank you, Mr. Chavez. My name is Wela Herrera, and in the next 2 slides, I will be talking about the rules that are implemented due to COVID-19 and ways that volunteers can help from home. Like Mr. Marisangan mentions, there's a discomfort between volunteers joining events and in-person volunteer activities due to COVID-19. Because of this, there are certain rules that we must follow. Every volunteer must stay 6 feet apart from each other and must wear a mask at all times. Every volunteer must wash their hands often for at least 20 seconds with hand soap. If hand soap is not available, the next best thing to use is antibacterial hand sanitizer. If a volunteer feels sick, it is best for him to stay at home to prevent other volunteers from getting sick as well. If a volunteer has certain health conditions, it is better for them to stay at home as well, because they are put at higher risk. However, if volunteers are unable or feel unsafe to join in-person activities, they can also do certain things from home. The Civic Action Scorecard presents challenges that volunteers can complete from home to earn points. Those points are then turned into community service hours, which can help out Urban Paradise Guild. Some of those challenges include the environment, community, art and culture, and social innovation. Volunteers can also interact with social media posts to help bring up interactions. Volunteers can also help recruit friends, and if volunteers cannot do any of these, they can always donate. Thank you, and on to the next speaker.
Hi guys, I'm Lunik. I'll be doing a recap of everything we spoke about and just basically summing things up. Urban Paradise is more than just a non-profit organization. They're one of the few organizations out there that really cares about the integration between us as humans and the natural world. This isn't just our planet. There's other living beings that does make a factor into everything. Some organizations may talk about the things they do and project the things they're going to do in the future, but Urban Paradise are actually doing it day by day and every day. But their fight isn't an easy one. They do have obstacles. Like some of the obstacles that we mentioned before is the fact that there's a low amount of people that's volunteering. The lack of social media interaction, which was one we found really shocking because this is like a viral era that we're living in now. Anything could go viral. And we always found it shocking, like the fact that the things that are most important in the world that can actually change it are the ones that's least talked about or even not even noticed at all. Most importantly, because of COVID, it really terminates some of the organization. Like, if you recently in the last 2 weeks, some two people caught COVID. Recently in the last 2 weeks, there's 2 cases of people who caught COVID, which caused them to pause the volunteering service. So these are not just problems that's happening like on paper. These are problems that's really affecting the livelihood of people as well as the community. But we really thought about all the situation, all the problems that was going on, and we really came down to, we discussed this obviously earlier today, but some of the solution that we thought was beneficial, like creating more flowers, which then creates more awareness of that, like what's going on, as well as like remote volunteering opportunities, which is really crucial because like it ties into the fact that they had to shut down the volunteering operation because 2 people caught it. By creating more remote volunteering opportunities, it lets people get involved without putting their lives in danger. We strongly believe that this organization and with the ideas that we have can really do great things. So this is why we chose this organization, as well as why we feel like we should continue, and we all should continue to do our part in helping this organization grow, because it not only will affect the livelihood of us, but as well as the world that we live in for the next future generations out there. And I know because of COVID that a volunteering service like this wouldn't be something that we would like be quick to do, but we are creating options where we're not risking our life to also help the community. So think about it.
Thank you, everyone. I hope you guys like the content that we just presented for our major project 3, and we look forward to hearing the rest of the speeches for today. Thank you and good luck to everyone.